Hello there. Welcome back to my channel. Oh, yeah. Really nothing going on today down by Scooter ain't been live. I suspect they're laying low. They're probably trying to be, he really wants to be an extra good boy this week for his mama. And his girlfriend wants to be a good girl, too. Because if they're extra good this week, Scooter's going to get an advance on his allowance, and Mama Boo's going to let them take the car out Friday night and go on a big date. Again, it's just speculation now. This is for entertainment purposes only. Allegedly, that they're going to get to go out on a big day. They're going to go out and paint the town red. Old Boone City ain't never going to be the same after this date. I'm telling you. I suspect, I have word that they're planning to take a big date down to the malt shop for a malted, and after that, if they're extra good this week, Mama Bo gonna let them stay out till 10 o'clock, and they're gonna get to go to the sock hop over to the school. That's right, they are. I know it ain't the 1950s, but they live in Boone City. They say them towns like that are like stuck, 50 years behind the times. So to them, it's like the 1950s or 60s. So I'm thinking maybe they still go to the malt shop. Maybe that's where the youngsters hang out at, and they go to like the sock hop and stuff on Friday night. I don't know. Like, they can't go to bars and nightclubs if it's like they're stuck in the 50s, because back in the 50s that was scandalous. That's what city folks did. Oh, hell no. You didn't go to bars. You lived in a good little southern small town like that. You didn't do that. Oh, hell no. You went to the malt shop and to the sock hop on Friday and Saturday night, and then, by God, you went to your ass to church on Sunday morning, or you'd burn in hell. You would. I mean, you might. I don't know. I don't care. None of my concern. But, I don't know. I don't live in Boone City. This is just a guess, guys. I don't know. I have no idea, really. But, I don't know. Scooter been kind of quiet, so I'm figuring that's probably what he's trying to do. He's trying to be good so he can borrow the car Friday night to go out on his big date and spend some of that big money he makes on that new girlfriend he's got. Her old Charity. Yeah, he's done showed her a whole lot of charity, letting her. Him and his mama graciously allowed this young lady to move into their house, into their trailer they have. I mean, he ain't even known her, but probably that long. I mean, they just met each other like last week, I think, and now she's done already moved into his trailer. Y'all imagine that? I seen it coming. I think we all kind of did. This is kind of his MO. He moves quick, man. And once and he goes in for the kill real quick with these women. Like, he'll move them right on into his mama's trailer and right on into his baby boarder bedroom. Sure will and sure did. And he also moves quick with kind of his manipulation. He likes to get these girls, like control their mind. He likes to really get in their head and kind of fuck with them, and play on their weaknesses and on their insecurities and stuff like that. That way he can keep them around, and he can, eventually the mask can slip and drop, and he can, kind of turn into a monster, maybe, if he wants to. Now, I don't know. He may not want to. But if he did, supposing he was wanting to turn into a monster, he could, and he knows how. Then, once he's got them trained properly, he could turn into a monster, and they could still keep them around. They'd want to stay. But I don't know with this one. It depends how much of her, how much he's gotten into her head yet. Now, some of y'all may not make much sense, but those of y'all know about dealing with narcissists, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just a matter of time if she sticks around long enough. She seems to be a prime candidate so far for that kind of a relationship with a narcissist. We'll see. But after their big date this weekend, I suspect we'll probably see him maybe go live. But if we do, it's probably just gonna be him strumming on the old Taylor. He gonna break out the $15,000 Taylor guitar that Shayna bought for him last year. He said she bought for him. Then he said he bought it for himself because he's got money like that because he's rich. But this with his mama in a trailer and he don't work and. He don't have a driver's license or a car or any of that kind of stuff. He does get to borrow mommy's car every once in a while though. We did see him drive and take that girl out to that concert. But he don't really have much. I mean, he does have a lot of extensive collection of baseball cards though. And he does have that. Now that is true. It's very true. And he has an extensive collection of expensive guitars that he says are very expensive. They're very, very rare and very valuable. And he also has a very, very vast array of firearms, a very vast collection of firearms. Very expensive, very rare, very hard to get. That's right. His are very special. They're the very best money can buy. I suspect even the tennis shoes the man wears on his feet, he wears breads everywhere he goes. The only shoes that touch his feet are breads. That's band red Air Jordans from like the mid-90s. know. They was banned in an NBA game or some bullshit. I don't know. He makes a big deal of them. He's like, these are worth $750. And if he heard me say that, he'd probably laugh. Go, more like $7,500. You know, hey, look, man, I don't know about tennis shoes, dude. I'm wearing like a $50 pair of Skechers, dude, that I probably bought at like Kohl's or fucking, or like Shoe Carnival or somewhere cheap, man. Damn, I mean, you know, you're like, I don't have it like that, man. I don't, you know, my mama don't give me, I can't just go and ask mommy for money to go buy a pair of sneakers or some shit, man. It don't, you know, it don't work that way for most of us. But, you know, this is Scooter, and it does work that way for him. And hey, man, more power to you, dude. Shit, if you got it like that, have fun, man. Enjoy it while it lasts, because it don't last forever, Scooter. And, yeah. One of these days, old mama ain't gonna be around to pay them bills for him and to keep him out of trouble and to buy him all the expensive shit he likes to flaunt on his live feed or say that it's expensive, you know. Like his $750 watch that he only paid $3 for. Looked it up on the internet last night, you know, on that movie, whatever the hell it was. I don't know. He loves flaunting that stuff, but eventually one of these days, Scooter, mama ain't gonna be there, and what are you gonna do? What you gonna do when mommy and stepdaddy ain't around, dude? I mean, even if you still got the meth camper to live in, dude, who's gonna pay the light bill? Who's gonna pay the water bill? Well, you think strangers are gonna do that just out of the goodness of their heart? I mean, you know. And who's gonna get your lug nuts for you and your car parts and bring them to you and put up with all your crap when you're in a bad mood because you ain't had enough lug nuts or enough damn car parts for that day, you know? Or if you just ain't got none, you ain't got no money to get none. You know, hey, it's just a thought, Scooter. It's just something y'all think about. Yeah, I'm just suggesting you think about it now. You ain't got to take my advice. You never do anyway, so why would you start now? But I just feel it's my duty to offer it, though, as your biggest fan, Scooter. Me, Weak Link, as your biggest fan, I feel sometimes it's my duty to kind of inform you of things like that and be like, dude, you probably ought to look at that, but you don't listen to me. Nobody ever does on here. They just laugh at my videos and be like, oh, that Weak Link boy, he's just being funny. And maybe I am, maybe not. I don't know. But I don't know. I think it's going to be probably kind of quiet with old Scooter and Charity. I started to call her Sniffany. Sniffany 2.0, we'll say. The new Sniffany. Sniffany 2.0. But I think them two probably will be kind of quiet for this next little bit. But as soon as the first of the month comes around and they get their $5,000 a month, because now Scooter and his family, or Doric and his family, they get $5,000 a month. Now you hear him tell it at $6,000. You hear his mom at $5,000. So we'll say somewhere in the middle, like $5,500. So once they get their $5,500 for the month coming in the beginning of July, then it's on, because they'll be on that live feed all the time for at least a week, because, you know, and then once the money starts to run a little low and the lug nuts and the car parts aren't coming in as fast or as much, you know, then it'll kind of dip a little bit. That's when we'll get some real good shit shows right around then. Usually right at the very beginning when they first get the money for the month and everybody's flying high in the camper, then we get some good shit shows, and then after the money start and the lug nuts and car parts start to tail off a little bit after that end of that first week, we get some really good shit shows in too. But you know, that's how it's usually been. That's probably how it'll be now. I suspect we won't get too much for the next couple of days, but again, once that first hits and that 5,000 hits the bank, man, it's off to the races. That whole camper's like a different place, man. Everybody's in a good mood, everybody's feeling good, and everybody's happy for a couple days. And then it kind of, you know, everything kind of starts to tail off, and then it starts to go back to normal. But the first few days, though, man, it's like Christmas, man. Shit, every month is like Christmas with them folks. But, you know, hey, that's the life of an addict, man. Been there, done that. Hey, it's awesome, man, for a couple days. And then them couple days is over. Oh, man. Then reality starts to set back in. You're like, oh, shit, I gotta have money, and I gotta have this, and I gotta have that, or I'm gonna be sick. And it's like, yeah, that sucks. But, yeah, I suspect until then, we probably won't see much of them. But really not a whole lot going on other than the bullshit with the Johnny Gobble people. Like, they're still kind of going at it. I did find a channel today called The Real Deal, and yeah, I looked up The Real Deal, and they had some interesting videos, and one of their newest ones from today seemed to kind of confirm a lot of people's suspicions. And now the person it was about completely denied it. They said, of course, that's all made up, and it's all been, it's all been made up, and it's it's fake. They're saying the messages and stuff that people had on there that they were exposing were all fake and they're not from them. And yeah, but supposedly the messages originated from somebody that that knew this person, and yeah, and it's basically saying that somebody's hadn't been telling the truth about some things relating to Johnny. And it's been basically, like the worst thing you could accuse a man of doing, somebody was accusing Johnny of doing, and supposedly had proof, and some evidence is coming out that they may not have that proof, and it may not be what they claim it is. Hey, I don't know. I ain't naming names or getting into it because again, I got my little rule. I stay out of that kind of shit. But it's interesting because they're still vehemently denying that any of that stuff's true, but there's a whole lot of it starting to come out. It's at first it was kind of circumstantial. It was just a screenshot of a post where they said it was a lie and supposedly admitted it was a lie. And then this come out today, and I'm like, this, yeah. Where there's smoke, there's bound to be some fire somewhere. I mean, yeah, something ain't right with that. I'll just be honest. And I know some of y'all support the person that's, all that's about. And hey, whatever, cool. But keep an open mind and go look at what some of these people are saying, man. I'm just being honest. Don't follow. Allow yourself to follow somebody, into like a pit, of bullshit out of loyalty or something to somebody that you don't even know in real life. Just Again, I'm not disrespecting these people or anything like that. I don't know any of these folks. I've watched their videos, same as everybody else, but it just seems like something's off with all this, and now there's starting to be some stuff come out that calls a lot of that stuff into question, of, the validity of it, and yeah. Just keep an open mind and go look at some of that stuff on that channel, The Real Deal, and, I don't know. Again, I'm staying out of that shit. I'm just saying, though, I seen it, and yeah, something ain't right with that, but maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe they supposedly... I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. There's no proof shown. You can't make allegations against somebody like that. Accusing them of something that serious and that evil, and say you have the proof that proves it, and then not show it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, sorry. Another personal against anybody. I don't believe it. But maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I will gladly come on here and admit it. But as of right now, I don't believe it. But this stuff has spilled over and has affected a whole lot of people. Like even Upchurch's mom had to shut down her page today because of all this crazy stuff, man. What in the fuck, man? Who the hell's going on his mom's YouTube channel and fucking leaving all kind of bullshit in the comments about all that? I mean, my God, leave the dude's mom out of it. My God, she's a really nice lady, man. She don't bother nobody. She just comes on there and does her little videos, sharing stuff in her life and shit, And she seems like a sweetheart, man. Y'all leave that lady alone. My God, come on now. I mean, you want to troll somebody, go, there's plenty of really horrible people on this fucking internet, especially on YouTube, man. But damn, man. Church's mom seems like, she's a really nice lady, man. Y'all leave that lady alone. But apparently she's done had to, deactivate her page, or not deactivate it, but private a lot of her videos temporarily, I guess, till all the shit kind of calms down. But, it is what it is. This shit's turned into a big shit show and a huge train wreck. It's almost as much of a train wreck as the whole Johnny stuff has been, so. But yeah, it's affecting a lot of other people, and especially if this shit's over something that's a lie, is what started a lot of that, man. But if it is true, then prove it, I'll gladly admit I'm wrong. No problem doing that, but don't let this shit carry on like that. It's already affecting people on here, besides people that are, a part of all this shit, I don't know. Again, something seems really off with all this shit. I'm gonna get the hell off here. I done gone almost 15 minutes, and I probably shouldn't even go into all this as much as I am. No, again, that's my rule. Normally stay out of all that bullshit, but yeah. Something ain't right. And some of y'all in my comments are probably gonna be pissed off, be like, "Oh my God, how could you say that?" Again, go look at some of their evidence. Go look at what was posted today, and again, tell me if something don't seem fishy with that, man. Again, this is serious stuff to accuse somebody of doing. Even Johnny, I get it. Johnny's a dumbass sometimes, the way he acts, and especially towards the people in his town and the cops and the town officials and stuff like that. But nobody deserves to be accused of doing shit like that. and claiming you got proof and then you never show it, and come to find out you may not have it. So, again, just my 2 cents. If y'all want to get pissed off about that, hey, cool. Prove me wrong, though. I'll gladly admit I'm wrong. Gladly admit I'm wrong. And I hope I am, because, I would hope nobody would come online and talk like that about another person, claiming that they have the evidence that they're guilty of this, or they, may be guilty of it, when they really don't, I wouldn't want nobody claiming about shit like that about me if they didn't have it. I mean, I'm sure nobody else would either. But I don't know. I'm gonna get off here again. I'm gonna quit talking about all this shit. I'm breaking my rule, but kinda. I ain't naming names, but we all know who it all has to deal with. Anybody's been paying attention to it. Yeah, just something off with all that. Look into it. If y'all are still believing all that, just look into it, because something ain't right. And again, if y'all come find out it is what they claim it is, cool. I'll gladly admit I'm wrong. Other than that, I'm out. But damn, though, y'all, that shit's affecting damn Upchurch's mama. I had to take her down, pay you down. Something ain't right with that shit. Again, please prove me wrong. I'll gladly admit it. But if it ain't, though, goddamn, let that shit go, man, and just move on. It's alright. It's affecting people. Like, besides just the trolls and the, YouTubers and shit, man. Something ain't right with this.